Aisha Yesufu react after hijab-wearing students were denied from writing exam. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. A well-known Nigerian activist Aisha Yesufu is taken to official Twitter page to react after a video showed the moment some female students who were wearing hijabs were denied from writing the exams at the government girls' college authorities at Vijayapura town for wearing hijab. According to a video shared by a Twitter user identified as Imran Khan, some female students were stopped at the gate by the government girls' college authorities at Vijayapura town, demanding for wearing hijab during the exams. The students were told that due to the HC order, they will not be allowed inside with the hijab, adding that students don't relent to write the exams without hijab. Reacting to this video, Aisha Yesufu asks how it is okay to deny the students from writing the exams all because they were wearing hijab. This is a good one from Aisha Yesufu, and if you ask me, I would say she's making a good point. I don't see any reason why this female student should be stopped from entering the exam hall all because they were wearing hijab. Let me say this, have the school been permitting these people to wear to wear this before? Number one, have they been permitting these girls to wear hijab as into school? Number one. Then secondly, is this the first time this is happening? Because yes, it is the first time it is happening. Is it? Now let me say this: if it is not the first time it is happening, then there is going to be a problem. But if it is the first time it is happening, what led to it? Is it because they have caught people before wearing, or there was malpractices or whatever? Because I want to know. We can't just even judge this issue like this. There is no way we can discuss it without fully knowing what really happened. If we find out that they have been wearing this hijab to school before, fine. Do they have a standing rule that says they should not be allowed to wear hijab and write exams? If there is a standing rule, then I'll say, okay, this student knew and they still flaunted the other. Yes, they knew and they still flaunted the other. And I want to believe what I'm saying here is actually a full-blown hijab. That is this one. I don't know what they call this one. This gown is the one that you cover both your, from your head to your toe. The hijab you can wear, as in it just go from your head to your shoulder. You can wear that one, and some of them are actually short. I'm saying this if at least worst comes to worst, the school now said, okay, you cannot wear hijab. They should not specify what you can wear, or you can tie your hair tie. I don't know if it is okay, fine. If this is a government college and people and me, I'm also of the opinion that you say these things we are doing to ourselves, we are wrong. To me, before you enroll your child. This one is a government college. This one now is a college. It's a secondary school. Now, before you enroll your child, or before you as a person enroll in a university, you should look at their code of conduct. These people have laws it has been stated down there. Just like before you go and apply for a job, you should know that this particular company is a Muslim that owns it for this reason. You should have found out what and what, because I know there are Muslim organizations that do not allow you to do some certain hairstyle, does not allow you to wear some certain clothes to their organization. You don't dress anyhow. And there's some, this 21st century, people, and 21st century, people don't care anymore. They're like, if you're creative, if you are analytical, if you are strategic thinking, if you're innovative, they don't care. Just come as you are. You see people now wearing dreadlocks to office. It is permitted. People doing different colors of hair to the office. Why? Because it does not affect the productivity. In fact, them being comfortable in their own skin and in their own clothing or in their own hairstyle will even help build whatever confidence they want to build. I'm going somewhere with this argument now. So unless they want to tell me that, number one, there is no set ground rule that say, oh, you cannot wear hijab. There's no set ground rule, or maybe they have not announced, because sometimes now something will push it. That is when this is the first time. They might announce, oh, you don't wear hijab because we noticed that people that wear hijab, they were caught with this and this, they were doing malpractices during this time and that time. So it is not going to be permitted. You understand me? Then if the student now still insisted, that is when I'll now say, oh, they flaunted school orders. Let me say this, from your nursery school from your KG to your secondary school, do you know all you are taught is how to obey instruction? I don't see anything that you're going to make use of. The calculus you are taught, most of us, we don't use it. Yes, whatever you are taught, most of what you are taught, we don't use it. It is very few of them. What we are taught is how to be disciplined and follow instructions. And if you are still, as in you are in secondary school and you're still finding it difficult, then there's a problem, in my humble opinion. But if that school have been permitting them to wear that, to go with that mode of dressing before now, no problem. Then I'll ask the school why. Okay, now, okay, maybe it's not their first time of, not allowing them. Did they announce it? Did they say, oh, this happened and so for that reason we cannot? Did they now say, okay, you can wear the one that is short, or the one that will get to your neck, but down, you have to wear your school uniform, Let them come out and say something. The story is not really clear. Okay, school is school. Mosque is mosque. Holiness and righteousness are things of the mind, not what you wear, eat or drink. The world today is facing terrorist attacks, and 99% of terrorists are bearing Islamic limbs. This should be a great concern to true Muslims. If your religion is associated with evil, don't blame any one organization that is taking preventive measures. Well, this is on one side, another person's opinion. This is on one side of another person's view. This one, I'm even thinking malpractice. The person is thinking of course, which is security is something that it can happen anywhere. So he's just saying, in my own opinion, every organization have their laws. Just like you cannot enter into a mosque without covering your head. You cannot try it now. Because that rule is laid down there. You understand where I'm coming from? They have their rule that you cannot do this. You cannot wear your shoes inside into a mosque. It is there. Even if you are coming from abroad, you have to pull your shoes and enter. The same thing with a Christian. A Christian, there are certain things, I don't even think, there are certain clothes you don't wear to the church. You understand? They will put it there for you. In fact, sometimes they even advertise it and put a board there so that you see the kind of dressing that is going to cause problems for you. If you know you are not properly covered, you look for a scarf or whatever, cover yourself properly before you enter into the church. Then for organization, let's say maybe this is where you work and get money from. With this way country had, and there is no job outside. You go to a organization, they interviewed you and you're given a job. It is expected that you at least be disciplined enough to follow the ethics. It is when it is unbearable. It is when they now start saying you will wear this complete hijab. Maybe you're a Christian and working in a Muslim organization, they're now saying you must wear complete hijab or you must tie your hair. No, there's some organization, they're Muslim oriented, but they'll tell you you can still open down your hair, but it is black or brown. You must not wear all this green, this green kind of, hair extensions and wigs and all of that. So I believe these things are there. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.